There's a phrase that I heard recently in a YouTube video that stopped me in my tracks. A professor at Dalhousie University in Canada made the observation in an interview that leisure travel is a discretionary item, and that in times of economic uncertainty, discretionary spending is the first thing that people cut. It's a reasonable observation, but I've been turning it over in my mind ever since because I'm not sure it's quite that simple. Not for those of us who enjoy, and maybe even crave, travel in our retirement years. Here's the real question. When travel costs go up and the world feels uncertain, do we sit on our savings and wait it out, or do we dig in and go, knowing that the travel window doesn't stay open forever? Let me explore that with you. We've been here before. COVID started as someone else's problem in a distant part of the world, and within weeks it had upended life everywhere. Now, with the conflict in the Middle East, we're watching the same pattern unfold. Something that began far away is becoming everybody's problem. The uncertainty is back. The unpredictability is back. And once again, none of us really knows where this is headed. Since the US and Israel attacked Iran on February 28th and the Strait of Hormuz was closed in response, there's been a growing disruption in global fuel supply. The effects are already being felt. Airline fuel surcharges are appearing. Some carriers in Southeast Asia and Europe have already begun cutting flights. And economists are warning that this is just the beginning. That as fuel reserves are drawn down, we'll see not only higher prices, but actual shortages, with inflationary effects on the cost of goods and food worldwide as well. Now, none of that is surprising. A 737 flying from Toronto to Milan burns somewhere between 25,000 and 30,000 liters of fuel. The numbers shift from day to day and are hard to pin down exactly, but most economists are reporting that jet fuel costs have risen somewhere between 50 and 80% since the end of February. Fuel makes up about 30% of the cost of running an airline. When the price of that fuel climbs, the airline passes that cost on. It takes a little time because reserves create a cushion, but the cushion doesn't last forever. So yes, travel is going to cost more for some time to come. The question is, what do we do with that fact? Now let's sit with that word discretionary for a moment. In economic terms, it simply means spending that isn't essential, as opposed to housing, food, medication. Leisure travel clearly fits that definition. But discretion implies something more than just optional. It implies judgment, wisdom even, the careful weighing of circumstances. So when we talk about senior solo travelers exercising discretion in the face of rising travel costs, we're not just talking about whether to spend or not spend. We're talking about a far more nuanced set of decisions, ones that involve time, money, health, and the particular kind of clarity that comes with age. Here's something that doesn't get talked about enough. Many of us who are now in our 60s and 70s spent decades in careful saving mode. We set money aside year after year with the intent of using it someday for exactly this kind of life, travel, experience, the freedom to go and be flexible. But decades of disciplined savings leaves a mark. Shifting from accumulation to spending is genuinely difficult for a lot of people, even when that was always the plan. The money sits there and it feels like security. Spending it, even on something that you worked your whole life toward, can feel like a loss. Add rising costs to that psychology, and it's easy to see why some people will simply stop. Not because they can't afford to travel, but because the increased cost gives the cautious voice in their head a perfectly reasonable excuse. But there is another voice that's worth listening to. As we age, we become increasingly aware of something that younger travelers can afford to ignore. The travel window is finite. The years in which we are healthy enough, mobile enough, curious enough, and frankly brave enough to travel solo have a limit. We don't know exactly where that limit is, but we can feel it getting closer. And unlike most things in life, that window only moves in one direction. It narrows a little more with every passing year. So the real discretionary question isn't just, can I afford this trip? It's, what is the cost of not going? If you sit on your savings because fuel charges make the flight to Lisbon $400 more expensive, and 2 years from now a heart condition takes solo international travel off the table, what did you save it for? That's not a rhetorical flourish. The phrase time is of the essence takes on a very real meaning when you're traveling in your senior years. For senior solo travelers right now, what does thoughtful discretion actually look like? It means being honest about your financial picture, not paranoid, honest. If absorbing a significant increase in travel costs genuinely puts pressure on your retirement security, well, that's a real consideration. No one should travel themselves into financial difficulty. It means being adaptable. If Southeast Asia becomes logistically complicated and expensive due to fuel shortages, maybe this is the year for a destination closer to home. That isn't a consolation prize, it's just a different kind of adventure. Much of Europe is still accessible and safe, though likely more expensive than it was. It means making travel more intentional. Maybe you travel less frequently but more deeply. One meaningful trip instead of two rushed ones. Quality over quantity, a principle that honestly tends to produce better travel anyway. And it means trusting the purpose of the money. You saved it to enjoy, as a reward for years of work. Rising costs are a reason to be thoughtful. They're not necessarily a reason to stop. Yes, leisure travel is a discretionary item. The economics are real, the disruptions are real, and the increased costs are real. But discretion isn't the same as deprivation. It's judgment. And part of good judgment for those of us who are older, who have saved, who are watching the calendar as much as the budget, is recognizing that some expenses are simply worth absorbing. The world is uncertain. It always has been uncertain. We've traveled through uncertain times before. The question isn't whether to exercise discretion, it's what kind of discretion serves you best. I'd love to hear how you're thinking about this. Are rising travel costs changing your plans for this year? Let me know in the comments below. And safe travels. I'll see you next time.